What is beekeeping?
The practice of maintaining colonies of honey bees, typically in human-built hives.
What is apiculture?
The technical term for beekeeping.
What is an apiary?
A location where beehives are kept.
What is a beekeeper?
A person who keeps bees.
What is a colony?
A community of bees living together as a single superorganism.
What is the social structure of a honeybee colony?
One queen, thousands of workers, a few hundred drones during summer.
What is a queen bee?
The single reproductive female in a colony, lays all the eggs.
What is a worker bee?
An infertile female, performs nearly all colony tasks.
What is a drone?
A male bee whose only purpose is to mate with virgin queens.
How long does a queen live?
2 to 5 years, longest of any bee.
How long does a worker live?
Summer workers 6 weeks, winter workers can survive 4 to 6 months.
How long does a drone live?
A few weeks during the warm season, expelled before winter.
How many bees in a typical colony?
20,000 in winter to 60,000 plus at peak season.
What is brood?
Bee larvae and pupae developing in cells.
What is the egg to adult time for a worker?
21 days from egg to adult.
What is the egg to adult time for a queen?
16 days from egg to adult.
What is the egg to adult time for a drone?
24 days from egg to adult.
What is royal jelly?
A protein-rich secretion fed to all young larvae briefly and to queens throughout.
What determines whether a larva becomes a queen?
Exclusive feeding of royal jelly causes development into a queen.
What are the worker bee's task progression?
Cell cleaning, nurse, wax building, guard, forager.
What is a nurse bee?
A young worker feeding larvae and the queen.
What is a forager bee?
An older worker collecting nectar, pollen, water, propolis.
What is foraging range?
Bees commonly forage 2 to 3 miles from the hive, up to 5 plus.
How many flowers does a bee visit per trip?
50 to 100 flowers per foraging trip.
How many trips per day does a forager make?
10 to 20 trips on a productive day.
What is the waggle dance?
A communication dance encoding direction and distance to food.
Who described the waggle dance?
Carl von Frisch, Nobel Prize 1973.
What is the round dance?
Communicates food source close to the hive, less than 50 m.
What is nectar?
Sugary liquid produced by flowers, bees turn it into honey.
What is pollen?
Plant reproductive cells, the colony's protein source.
What is honey?
Concentrated, modified nectar stored as food.
How is honey made?
Bees regurgitate nectar, evaporate water, and enzymatically transform sugars.
What is the water content of finished honey?
17 to 18%.
Why doesn't honey spoil?
Low water content and acidity prevent microbial growth.
What is propolis?
A resin from tree buds bees use to seal and sanitize the hive.
What is beeswax?
A waxy substance secreted by glands on worker bees' abdomens.
What temperature do bees produce wax at?
33-36 degrees C, 91 to 97 degrees Fahrenheit.
What is a honeycomb?
Hexagonal cells built from beeswax used for brood and storage.
Why hexagonal cells?
maximum storage with minimum wax use, mathematically efficient.
What is a brood comb?
Comb cells used for raising young.
What is a honeycomb?
Comb cells used for storing honey.
What is a queen cell?
A larger, peanut-shaped cell where queens develop.
What is a swarm cell?
A queen cell on the bottom of a comb, made to produce a new queen during swarming.
What is a supersedure cell?
A queen cell on the face of a comb, made to replace a failing queen.
What is swarming?
The natural method of colony reproduction. About half the bees leave with the old queen.
What triggers swarming?
Congestion, abundant resources, age of queen, genetics.
How to prevent swarming?
Add space, supers, make splits, remove queen cells, ensure ventilation.
What is a split?
Dividing a colony to create two, controls swarming and grows the apiary.
What is absconding?
When an entire colony abandons the hive, rare in temperate beekeeping.
What is the difference between swarming and absconding?
Swarming leaves a daughter colony, absconding leaves nothing.
What is a Langstroth hive?
The most common modern hive design with movable frames.
Who invented the Langstroth hive?
Lorenzo Langstroth, 1851.
What is bee space?
The 3/8 inch, 9.5 mm, gap bees won't fill with wax or propolis, he to movable frames.
What is a top bar hive?
A horizontal hive with bars rather than full frames.
What is a war hive?
A vertical hive resembling a tree hollow, with top bars and no frames.
What is a flow hive?
A modern hive with built-in honey extraction, controversial among traditionalists.
What is a hive body/brood box?
The deep box housing the brood nest.
What is a super?
A box added above the brood box to store honey.
What is a medium super?
A common honey super depth, lighter to lift than deep.
What is a frame?
A wooden or plastic rectangle holding comb in a Langstroth-style hive.
What is foundation?
A wax or plastic sheet with cell impressions to guide comb building.
What is foundationless beekeeping?
Letting bees build natural comb without foundation.
What is a queen excluder?
A grid that workers can pass through but the queen can't, keeps brood out of honey supers.
What is an inner cover?
A board between the top super and outer cover, supports ventilation.
What is the outer cover?
The weatherproof top of the hive.
What is a bottom board?
The base of the hive can be solid or screened.
What is a screened bottom board?
A bottom with mesh, supports varroa monitoring and ventilation.
What is an entrance reducer?
A wooden block restricting hive entrance size.
What protective gear do beekeepers wear?
Veil, suit, or jacket, gloves, boots.
What is a smoker?
A tool generating cool smoke to calm bees during inspections.
Why does smoke calm bees?
It masks alarm pheromones and triggers bees to gorge on honey, making them docile.
What is a hive tool?
A flat metal lever for prying frames apart and scraping propolis/wax.
What is the most common bee species in modern beekeeping?
Apis mellifera, European honey bee.
What are Apis mellifera subspecies?
Italian, Carniolan, Caucasian, Russian, Buckfast, etc.
What are Italian bees known for?
Gentle, prolific, popular with beginners, can rob neighbors.
What are Carniolan bees known for?
Gentle, rapid spring buildup, good for cold climates.
What are Russian bees known for?
Varroa resistance, can be a bit defensive.
What are buckfast bees?
A hybrid developed by brother Adam, balanced traits.
What are Africanized bees?
Hybrid of African and European bees, more defensive but productive.
What is the queen's primary role?
Laying eggs, up to 2000/day at peak, and producing pheromones.
What is queen mating?
Queens mate with 10 to 20 drones in flight, store sperm for life.
What is a virgin queen?
A queen who hasn't mated yet.
What is requeening?
Replacing a queen with a new one to improve colony traits.
Why might you requeen?
Aggressive bees, poor laying, disease resistance, age.
What is supersedure?
When a colony replaces its failing queen without swarming.
What is the role of pheromones in a colony?
Coordinate behavior, identify members, signal status and needs.
What is QMP?
Queen mandibular pheromone, maintains colony cohesion.
What is alarm pheromone?
Released when bees sting, signals other bees to defend.
What is Nazanov pheromone?
Released by workers to signal hive location or to call swarms.
What is a sting?
A defensive mechanism. Honey bees usually die after stinging humans.
Why do honeybees die after stinging?
Their barbed stinger detaches in mammalian skin, fatally wounding them.
What is the first aid for a bee sting?
Scrape, don't squeeze, the stinger, ice, antihistamine, watch for anaphylaxis.
What is anaphylaxis?
A severe, life-threatening allergic reaction, needs immediate epinephrine.
What is the difference between bees and wasps?
Bees are typically hairy, vegetarian, pollen, wasps are slim, often carnivorous, and aggressive.
What is honey extraction?
Removing honey from frames, typically with an uncapping tool and extractor.
What is uncapping?
Removing the wax caps over honey-filled cells.
What is a honey extractor?
A device spinning frames to fling honey out by centrifugal force.
What is crush and strain?
A low-tech method of crushing comb and straining honey through cloth.
What is the typical honey yield?
30 to 60 pounds, 15 to 25 kilograms, per colony per year in temperate climates.
What is comb honey?
Honey sold still in the comb, high-value product.
What is cut comb?
Pieces of comb cut from frames for sale.
What is crystallized honey?
Honey that has formed sugar crystals, natural and reversible by warming.
What is creamed honey?
Intentionally crystallized honey with smooth texture.
What is the difference between raw and processed honey?
Raw is unheated and unfiltered, processed may be heated and finely filtered.
What is varietal honey?
Honey from a specific floral source, clover, orange blossom, manuka.
What is manuka honey?
Honey from New Zealand manuka tree, valued for medicinal properties.
What is honeydew honey?
Honey made from aphid secretions on tree leaves, common in forests.
What is mead?
An alcoholic beverage fermented from honey, oldest known alcoholic drink.
What is wax production?
A side product of beekeeping, used in candles, cosmetics, food preservation.
What is propolis use?
Used by bees to seal cracks and sanitize, humans use for tinctures.
What is bee pollen?
Pollen pellets harvested with pollen traps, sold as supplement.
What is royal jelly's commercial use?
Sold as supplement, effects on humans not definitively proven.
What is the difference between local and commercial honey?
Local is small scale, often raw, commercial may be blended and processed.
What is varroa mite?
The most damaging parasite of honeybees globally.
What is varroa destructor?
The scientific name for the destructive varroa mite.
How do varroa harm bees?
They feed on bee fat bodies and transmit viruses.
What is the mite bee ratio threshold for treatment?
3% mites per 100 bees, varies by treatment recommendations.
What is varroa monitoring methods?
Alcohol wash, sugar roll, sticky board count.
What are varroa treatments?
Oxalic acid, formic acid, thymol, amitraz, mechanical methods.
What is integrated pest management for varroa?
Combining biological, mechanical, and chemical approaches.
What is small hive beetle?
A pest from Africa that fouls honey and weakens colonies.
What are tracheal mites?
Microscopic mites in bee airways, mostly managed now.
What is American foulbrood, AFB?
A devastating bacterial disease, spores last decades.
How is AFB controlled?
Often by destruction, burning, of infected colonies in many jurisdictions.
What is European foulbrood, EFB?
A less severe bacterial brood disease.
What is nosema?
A microsporidian disease affecting bee gut.
What is chalkbrood?
A fungal disease of larvae.
What is deformed wing virus, DWV?
A common viral disease, often spread by varroa.
What is colony collapse disorder, CCD?
A phenomenon where worker bees abandon the hive. Causes are multifaceted.
What is the suspected cause of CCD?
Combination of pesticides, parasites, pathogens, nutrition, stressors.
What is neonicotinoid?
A class of pesticides implicated in pollinator declines.
What is the role of habitat?
Diverse flowering plants and pesticide-free environments support bees.
What is the importance of pollinators?
They pollinate 1/3 of human food crops.
What is the value of honeybee pollination?
Estimated $15+ billion annually in U.S. agriculture alone.
What is pollination service?
Renting bees to farmers for crop pollination.
What is almond pollination?
The largest managed pollination event. Millions of hives moved to California in February.
What is migratory beekeeping?
Moving colonies for crop pollination.
What is the difference between honeybees and native bees?
Honeybees are introduced, Europe. Native bees include bumblebees, mason bees, leafcutters.
What is a bumblebee?
A large, fuzzy native pollinator, smaller colonies, effective pollinators.
What is a mason bee?
Solitary native bee, excellent pollinator, great for backyards.
What is a leafcutter bee?
A solitary bee cutting leaf pieces for nest construction.
What is the importance of native bee conservation?
700+ native bee species in North America, many declining.
What is the location to place a hive?
Sun, especially morning, dry, sheltered from wind, water nearby, calm space.
What is the orientation of a hive entrance?
Generally facing east or south to catch morning sun.
What is the legal aspect of beekeeping?
Varies by jurisdiction. Many require registration and follow setback rules.
What are common neighbors' concerns?
Stinging, swarms, communication and good practices help.
What is a swarm trap?
A box designed to attract swarms can grow an apiary cheaply.
What is a bait hive?
Same as a swarm trap, uses lemongrass oil and old comb to attract swarms.
What is the timing of a typical beekeeping year?
Spring build-up, summer peak, fall preparation, winter survival.
What is the spring buildup?
Rapid colony expansion as flowers bloom.
What is a nectar flow?
A period when many flowers are producing nectar.
What is a dearth?
A period with little nectar, bees may rob or starve.
What is fall preparation?
Treatment for varroa, ensuring honey stores, mouse guards, condensing colonies.
What is wintering?
Helping colonies survive winter with sufficient food and ventilation.
What are winter losses?
The percentage of colonies dying varies but can be 20 to 50% in some regions.
What is winter cluster?
Bees form a ball in the center of the hive to maintain warmth.
What is the cluster temperature?
93-96 degree F, 34 to 36 degrees Celsius, in the center. Outside can be much colder.
What is candy board?
Hard sugar feed placed above the cluster for emergency winter food.
What is sugar syrup?
Sugar water feeding, 1:1 in spring, 2:1 in fall.
What is fondant?
A thicker sugar food for winter feeding.
What is pollen substitute?
A protein supplement when natural pollen is scarce.
What is the difference between syrup and patty?
Syrup is liquid sugar feed, patty is solid protein supplement.
What is robbing?
When bees from other colonies, or wasps, steal honey from a weak hive.
How to prevent robbing?
Reduce entrances, avoid spills, equalize colony strengths.
What is a robbing screen?
A device that confuses robbers but allows residents to navigate.
What is a queen rearing?
The practice of producing queens deliberately, often for sale or splits.
What is grafting, beekeeping?
Transferring larvae into queen cell cups for queen production.
What is a virgin queen flight?
Maiden flight to mate with drones.
What is a drone congregation area, DCA?
A specific location where drones gather waiting for queens.
What is the gentle hive inspection rule?
Move slowly, no sudden moves, use smoke sparingly, avoid blocking entrance.
What is the inspection frequency?
Every 7 to 10 days during active season, less frequent off-season.
What signs do you look for during inspection?
Queen presence, eggs, larvae, brood pattern, food stores, mites, disease.
What is a healthy brood pattern?
Solid, most cells full, even age groups, capped uniformly.
What is a spotty brood pattern?
Indicates queen issues, disease, or pesticide exposure.
What is the 1, 2, 3 day rule?
Egg equals 1 day, hatched equals day 3, visible eggs mean queen laid within 3 days.
What is the importance of records?
Notes on each inspection help track colony health and progress.
What is small-scale versus commercial beekeeping?
Backyard, 1 to 5 hives, hobby, commercial, 100s 1000s for revenue.
What are sideliners?
Beekeepers with enough hives for partial income.
What is the cost to start beekeeping?
$300 to $600 plus for one starter hive with bees, plus protective gear and tools.
What is the importance of mentorship?
Local mentors and clubs invaluable. Beekeeping is regional and complex.
What is Bee Club?
A local beekeeping association offering education and community.
What is the wisdom of bees idiom?
Common phrase for the natural intelligence of colony organization.
What is the role of beekeeping in ecology?
Supports food systems and signals environmental health.
What is the impact of climate on beekeeping?
Climate change shifts flowering times and stressors.
What is the importance of avoiding pesticides nearby?
Pesticide drift can decimate colonies.
What is bee-friendly gardening?
Native flowers, sequential bloom, no pesticides, water source.
What are good bee plants?
Lavender, sage, borage, sunflowers, clover, fruit trees, native wildflowers.
What is the joy of beekeeping?
Connection with seasons, contribution to ecology, fascinating biology, sweet rewards.
What is the most important beginner advice?
Find a local mentor, read widely, start with 2 hives, expect a learning year.
What is the takeaway of beekeeping?
Beekeeping is partnership with a wild insect. Humility and patience yield sweetness.
What is bottling honey?
Pouring filtered honey into jars, ideally at slightly warm temperature.
What is the legal requirement for selling honey?
Varies. Many require small-scale exemptions and proper labeling.
What is labeling for honey sale?
Often net weight, source, beekeeper info, batch identification.
What is the role of raw labeling?
Indicates honey hasn't been heated or finely filtered, valued by consumers.
What is single varietal labeling?
Honey from a specific flower source. ID requires pollen analysis.
What is melissopollinology?
The science of identifying honey origin via pollen content.
What is the role of fall feeding?
Topping up reserves if natural stores are insufficient.
What is the typical winter food requirement?
60 to 80 pounds of honey for a colony in northern climates.
What is checkerboarding?
Alternating empty and full frames in spring to prevent swarming.
What is splitting timing?
Spring during buildup, before swarming impulse peaks.
What is queen banking?
Holding extra queens in mini colonies for use as needed.
What is introducing a queen?
Placing a queen in a colony with slow release cage for acceptance.
What is balling a queen?
Workers clustering around an unaccepted queen, often killing her.
What is the importance of slow queen introduction?
Reduces rejection and balling.
What is candy plug?
Hard candy that workers chew through to release the new queen.
What is the importance of beekeeping records?
Tracks hive history, queen origins, treatments, harvests.
What is the role of mentorship for new beekeepers?
Critical, reduces costly mistakes and accelerates learning.